Okay, so today in the shop, we're going to work on this air filter assembly. So this is an oil bath air filter. You fill this is the bottom of it. You fill this up with oil to this level in here, and then this housing sits on top of it, and it's got the filter medium in here. This cap goes on it like so. So it sucks the air in through the cap, down through the filter medium, trapping all the particles, all the bigger particles and what have you. And then it actually pulls the air through the oil, I guess is how this works. Then back out through this tube and down and connects to the intake manifold. So it was really gunked up and had never been, well, I know it had never been taken apart because I had to drill out the rivets and everything. So I did that, drilled these in order to get this medium goes down in here like so, obviously, and this was in there to retain it, and it had been riveted. I don't know if you can see that. It had been riveted all the way around. And then in the center here, so I had to drill all of those out. So I'm just going to fire up the wire feed and just tack this all back together and then put it back together. So I took this down to I had it washed in a hot water parts washer, cleaned it all out as best as it could be. Now we're going to put it all back together. We got to get this screen. I took this all off, because this was just full of gunk, and as you can imagine, from almost 60 years worth of never being cleaned. So I got that all cleaned up as well, and these are just the bands and the bracket that support it once it goes back on the tractor. So what we're going to do today is get this put back inside the housing, get this on there and aligned properly, and tack it back on. And then put everything, get this screen tucked back into this cap, and put everything back together, and we'll be good with that part. So let's get started here. First thing is try to get this in here. Probably won't be too easy because it's like a really coarse steel wool. So hopefully it'll slide in there okay. I actually discovered yesterday you can actually buy this stuff new to replace it. I didn't realize that. So, but I think we'll be okay. Right, I put some wire around this to hold it together in the parts washer. I can take that off now. And it just had these little brad nails that kind of hold it together. Freaks me out a little bit, but I guess they're all right. So we'll just poke those back in, and yeah, and now try to get this stuffed back in, which I don't imagine is going to be the easiest of tasks, but we'll see here. I did not unwind it when I washed it. I just ran it through their parts washer and called it good. So I don't know. I have to get a screwdriver or something, try to guide that down in. Wants to just keeps catching on that as it tries to feed in. Boy, I don't know how I'm going to do this. All right, I got to reposition everything here so I can use both hands. All right, got it clamped in a vise here so we can help it along. And it's going down in there. There we go. Okay, that part's done. Now, get this indexed on here correctly, and that, no, that's not it. Oh, right here. Now, I suppose I could just pop rivet that back on, but I think I'll just take my wire feed and just zap it in a few places here and it'll be good. So let me get that set up. Okay, let's see if we can tack this in there. All right, let's take a look at that. Okay, well, that looks good. Not gonna go anywhere, it's all tacked in there. So we're done with that part. Now, we've got to get this screen tucked, I can't remember exactly, but I think it was just kind of, I think it tucks in under the lip on this. I don't know how much effort I'll put into that. I might just, you know, it needs to be in there, but boy, I hate to bend that all up just to get that slipped up in there. But we need to, so. Okay, so get a screwdriver that I can pry that up with. hammer here. All right, this is gonna be boring. I'm not gonna have you hang on through all this. All right, got everything all back together there. So then this just slips on here like so. When the time comes, fill it with oil. That slips on there. This sealing ring captures it, holds it all together. These two straps, put those on first. These go on around the whole housing. There. Just like that. And this bracket runs down to one of the valve cover mounting studs. So I got so that'll go together like so. Is it down all the way? Yep. And then this simply comes up here, tightens up, captures that bottom tank. Yeah, this just goes on there like so. Big rubber hose goes from here down to the intake manifold. This mounts, this, like I say, bolts down to the valve cover. And so yeah, so there's one more project done and ready for reassembly.